And there we go. I am officially at the top of Big Daddy Dune, the largest dune in Sossusvlei. We are the first people up here this morning. Not a single footprint on the tracks up this dune. The first crest of the Big Daddy Dune. There's Dead Flow behind me, and then the rolling hills of the Namibian Namib Desert behind me. Just absolutely mind-blowing. Got my watch on, heart rate 180 beats per minute. This is certainly not easy. The sand is so soft and your body just wants to go either side of the dune. It's not very wide, it's super narrow. We're about halfway to Big Daddy. Just can't get over how beautiful this place is. The moodiness of this place all of a sudden. Yeah, that was a thing that we sort of realized about Namibia. It's a place that's always changing. I mean, when we were flying over solid dense, my English these days. We were flying over solid dense bush in the east of the country, and you move out west and it turns into this desert. And then even now this morning, a very localized difference. You have a very deserty, dry start to the morning, and then you're met by these incredibly low clouds, which are just feeding this absolutely jaw-dropping environment. Almost there. Can't really see the peak behind. It's actually kind of nice that you can't see the peak because it doesn't give you an idea of how far you got to go, so you just keep trucking on. Interesting thing I came across now, all the way up here, got all these animal tracks. This must be oryx or springbok or whatever. They look pretty fresh because the wind has been blowing all night, so this was obviously put down here this morning. Kind of creepy as well because I'm in the mist, no one can really see me, and yeah, you've got all these animal tracks, so I will keep a good lookout for any animals that may be around here. It'll be incredible to catch an oryx on top of the dune. They are quite shy animals, also very defensive if you sneak up on them too quickly, so just need to be careful of that. Those horns are long, they will hurt you. And yeah, almost at the top. Keep going. Time to follow these animal tracks all the way up the hill. You see how light these animals are on their feet as well, which is quite incredible. Obviously us humans are certainly not adapted to be climbing dunes like this. At the top, I'm officially broken. Every 5 meters is so hard now, but I'm almost certain this is the top. Coming up, I can turn around and go back. Man, this is hard work. there we go. I am officially at the top of Big Daddy Dune, the largest dune in Sossusvlei. Jeepers. Well, not much of a view up here, let's just be honest, with all this mist. But definitely accomplished something. Actually absolutely pouring in sweat now. But yes, I am officially standing on the largest dune in Sossusvlei. Getting down is a hell of a lot easier. You can basically run down. Now running into this abyss of nothingness, what seems like. But we are running down, moving 10 times faster than what we were going up. I see the flay. I'm not getting lost. Oh, sand's so soft. Oh, foot. There's the flay. Once I'm on the flow, home stretch. And I am at the bottom of Big Daddy. How cool is this? Let me turn the camera around. From giant dunes all around to flat, cracked salt bed. I guess I can put my shoes back on now. I'm going to say it again. Where else in the world do you find things like this? To me, the desert carries the most beauty. I've flown to coastal areas, I've flown to bushland, but nothing quite compares to a desert. Ah, stunning, absolutely stunning. We're now approaching the dead flay forest. This is also super interesting. I wonder how these trees got here. Obviously there's quite a lot of water here back in the day, but now it's just fossilized trees, all these dead trees, which makes for a extremely interesting photographic opportunity, but also for filming as well. Stunning. So here there are the trees from dead flay. They're actually quite big, to be honest. Really cool shot against the dune there. All these fossilized trees. It'll be interesting to know how old these are. But yeah, no life left in these. They just stood standing on this vast open pan. Okay, we are back at the airfield after all the formalities of getting permits and running backwards and forwards. So that wasn't the greatest part of the trip. So make sure you've got your permits at all times here, because they will shout at you like traffic cops. Felt like he was going to ask for my pilot's license.
Quite a rude dude.
He was going to ask for my
very friendly when you come in, but when you leave, they are the worst.
He was probably going to ask for my proof of residence, my ID copy, certified by a bank manager only. But yes, we are finally out of the park and we are at the plains, so now it's time to depart to Aufs, which will be our first stop. I think just a stop for fuel, but more so to do a flight along the dunes all the way to the south and then cut back inland to our destination, which is Rotax. It's more of a transit stop for tonight, because Keetmans only opens tomorrow, which is Monday, at 8:30. If we had to call them out today, it would have been like 3,000 Rand call out fee or something, so might as well have just stayed here in Namibia, and then tomorrow we depart back to South Africa. So unfortunately the trip is coming to an end, but what an amazing trip it's been. It will certainly be good to get back home and get back into a routine and just continue on with normal life. But yeah, Rotax, here we come. So we have the classic desert fog that we saw yesterday, also linking around today.
just ahead of us, probably was 10 miles ahead of us, so we'll check that out just to make sure what's going on there. If it's not doable, we may come back to a runway Foxtrot Yankee Sierra Lima, which we'll just pass overhead now. I do see that there's another runway 5 miles ahead of that, so we could also probably use that one. These are lodge runways out here, so we just need to be quite careful of where we do land, but obviously these are precautionary landings. They are not necessarily landing where we're going to hang around and do it for fun. So let's suss it out up ahead. If it's anything like yesterday, what I was climbing through, there's no chance we're going through that. It was dense and thick, but it does clear off pretty quickly as soon as it gets warmer throughout the day.
The caravan traffic for Geluk, India Juliet.com. Go ahead. What's the fog like to the south?
Well, it looks well clear. At this stage it looks like it's burning.
What you're thinking, Craig?
Yeah, it's still low ground to our west, so you could work all the way around to the railway line.
The only thing that's kind of putting me off is that ours is at 4,800 feet, which is about 1,000 foot above me.
Yeah, no, I think we are going to fly ourselves into trouble here.
So I'm turning more and more west, even west of the track to Alf now. It's definitely opening up out in the distance there, but you know what, I'm getting rain. I'm going to make a left turn. I'm going back eastbound. This is not good. If you see anything, let me know, and then I guess it's probably going to be much safer and much more comfortable to just get on the ground.
Now, somewhere near this tree, one more, Thomas.
Yeah, because the cloud is getting a little bit low here, so I'm just going to make a turn back to the north and then just put it down. Where I am right now is pretty flat from what I can see. Keep a lookout, that visibility is not great, yeah?
Just be careful of Airpark or something.
Yeah, I'm watching. The good is clear on the right down. It's completely flat out here. Okay, that's nice and flat, nice and hard, so if you want to just land where I landed, it should be perfect.
Okay, so due to this rather nasty weather, we've had to put it down on a farm field, and we're going to sit it out and wait it out until we can get into Ouse. We just kept turning west, and it was just getting worse and worse and worse, and I can see behind from where we came from now is even worse as well. So good idea to put it down, sit on the ground, just wait for this to clear off, which it should do if it's fog. See, we're getting a bit of rain. We got a bit of rain on the windshield coming in here as well. So yeah, I think it was a good idea to put it down on the ground, and now we're gonna sit it out and maybe get the coffee going. It is freezing cold, and hopefully we don't have to sit here for too long. So to give you an idea of how cold it is out here, we have Stefan sporting his new outfit. Jeez, I actually hope this clears off pretty quickly because I don't want to be standing in this cold. Here comes sunshine-ish, I hope.
Did you ever think you'd go to a desert and be this cold?
Never. I mean, deserts aren't supposed to be this cold, only at night.
Either follow this road where we are now next to, because it looks like it's the least amount of mountains actually, rather than going this way and then that way.
So during our whole little debrief now, we're just talking about this weather and how we didn't kind of predict that it was on its way. So we did do all the planning before the flight, just checking the weather, and it was clear skies the whole way. So that side of things, we definitely didn't see that this mist was coming. We did see the mist kind of like on the horizon as we were approaching it, and we thought we could kind of get through, which obviously we couldn't. So another thing that kind of put us off is that as we were approaching the mist, we saw a caravan come past us, and we asked him, what's the weather like to the south, and he told us that the weather was absolutely perfect. So yeah, we had a bit of conflicting information. We kind of had no idea that this mist was going to be this bad. So we did the planning. Unfortunately, we got caught out, but we made the right decision to get the plane on the ground. And oh, coffee! Thank you, sir. Get the plane on the ground and keep it safe. Like I said, that you can literally land anywhere out here, so this was 100% the best decision we could have made. And I don't think there was anything we could do about the mist, that's for sure. But mist is disappearing now, and we're almost time to head out. Blue skies, blue skies. Arrived into the windy Namib-Naukluft. Pretty interesting runway with a lot of ruts running through it, but nothing that these aeroplanes can't handle. And yeah, flying over the town, it looked like a super interesting town. There's an old church and whatever there. Really old town because the railway has been running through here for the last, I don't know, 100 years probably.
2,000 years.
Maybe longer than 100 years. And the railway goes from Keetmanshoop to Lüderitz, down on the coast. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Lüderitz this time. But yeah, this is our last night, and can't wait to explore this little town. There's actually lots of these small, tiny little towns in Namibia.
Yeah, geez,
like with populations of like 50 people, literally. But yeah, let's go and explore Namib-Naukluft. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. And see what we can find.
One foot in front of the